Thank you, everybody, for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to commemorate a story of resilience, a narrative that is often overshadows, but is woven deeply into the fabric of the Jewish history. The displacement of nearly 850,000 Jews from Arab countries and Iran. This year, we mark 10 years since the Knesset decided to have this commemoration day, to mark the departure or expulsion of the Jews from Arab countries. We honor their suffering, we celebrate their survival, and we reflect on the lessons their experiences has taught us about justice, memory, and identity. For centuries, vibrant Jewish communities thrived in places like Baghdad, Cairo, Tripoli, and Tehran. These communities contribute richly to the cultural, economic, and social lives of their nations. But with the rise of anti-Semitism, violence, as we saw, confiscation of property, and with the re-establishing the Jewish state of Israel in 1948, their lives were upended. Entire populations were uprooted, forced to leave behind their homes, businesses, and rich heritage. Their departure left a void not just in their lives, but also in the histories of the places that they called home. This day reminds us of two very critical truths. First, the Jewish refugees from Arab countries must not be forgotten. Their stories are not merely chapters of the past. They are living legacies that shape the present today. The millions who rebuilt their lives in Israel and around the world brought with them traditions, languages, and cultures that have enriched our societies and made Israel what it is today. They turned trauma into triumph, contributing to the innovation and vibrance of modern Israel and their host countries. Second, they don't call themselves refugees. I have a whole list. I wrote something, but then, they don't call themselves refugees. Even though everybody have acknowledged the plight of Palestinians refugees, they seem to want to forget or to not acknowledge. But for justice, for truth to be told, we cannot overlook this, regardless of your positions, regardless of anything. And that's a very important point. They are not refugees. They came to the homeland of the Jewish people, and they made their roots. And today we honor their legacy. We reaffirm our commitment to the memory. And we pledge here together, all of us, to educate the future generations about the history and to ensure that these contributions will be celebrated years to come. Let's take this day to honor the resilience, a word that I love to use, but unfortunately have to use also ever since October 7th. Resilience is what keeps us going. Resilience is how we keep calling for the 101 hostages to be released. Resilience is how the families of the reservists are staying at home trying to get by day after day. These beautiful contributions of the Jewish population from Arab countries and Iran, everybody has. There's beautiful music. And back in the day, sometimes in the attempt to become an Israeli, this image of the Israeli, sometimes we left some things behind. Some language, maybe some food sometimes, some culture, some fashion, because we wanted to be one. But I can say proudly that we already feel comfortable enough with this one that we brought everything together. We brought it back. So today, when you listen to Israeli music, you have Israeli music in Yemenite. You have Israeli music in Moroccan. You have music in everything. And that's the beauty of Israel. And the important thing is that we continue to talk about what happened to make sure that we all understand where we are today. And we all understand the people that haven't been to Israel, for them to know what really Israel is all about. The rich, vibrant, diverse country that we are. A society full of beautiful individuals that come together, bring their uniqueness to make something greater. Thank you for being here today to commemorate this important occasion. And may we all together continue to strive for justice, recognition, and peace for all people. Thank you.